This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, good morning everyone. We continue Mishna Berura Yomi. We are up to Siman Taf Reish Ayin Aleph Sif Beis. The Mechaber said, how many neros do you light? On the first night you light one. From there on you add and add until on the last night you shmai nevafilam Rabbi bnei Abayis. Even if there are many household members, lo yadliku yosi, you don't like more. The Mechaber is codifying Lashitas HaTosfos. Haga. Some say the chalecha bnei Habayis yadlik, that everyone from the family lights, and the Ramah is codifying like Shitas HaRambam. The Ber Hetiv says this is a chidush, that the Sfardim follow Tosfos and the Ashkenazim follow the Rambam. V'zel lo imatzinu b'shar makomis. This is not something we find elsewhere. Says the Ramah, everyone should put their menorah in a designated place, so that it should be recognizable how many candles you light. If the oil is expensive, it's better to light wax candles and to add and to light with oil. One ner for each night. Whether the first night or any other nights. Everything is drawn after the balabayis. Even the adult children, since they're reliant on his table, some say the chalecha levad me ishtai dehi kagufa, except for his wife, which is like his person, yadlik, he should light. Hainu kamashikasal el basif zeh. That is, like it's written earlier in the Sif, the Yosef Halach Ner Echad B'Chalayla. If you can't afford a Yadliku Ner Echad B'Chalayla, you should light one candle on every night. Sif Gimel Ner Sheyesh Lo Shtei Piyos Oilaloi B'Shvol Shnayim. A ner that has two wicks counts like two. Says the Mishna Berura, Piyos Hanu Shabsilos B'Nim V'Fnim Unacham Aner Ze'itzal. That is, the wicks on the inside are placed one next to the other. Rak Rashi Apsila is just the edges of the wicks, the top of the wicks, Geshabalt and the Chutz, when they protrude outside, Nechlakum, which then becomes, it's divided into two spots. The Kamash one, the Chiddush is, the Afal Pishim, if them Einim of Don Apsila's Klal, Zamizai, even though on the inside they're not separate, Mikamakam, Kimishamakam, Hanachasan. But since where they're placed at the mouth, Minkar Shem Shnayim, it's recognized that they're two Nechshavas Kashtayim. It's counted like two Oilala B'Shul Shnayim, Mashna Lashon Zeh, says the Mishna Berura Sukkot on Yud Beis, this Lashon is Mashna, that Filu Mahadrin, even for those who are Mahadrin, that make a candle for each one, each person, this would help for two people. To look at Magen Avram, his opinion is based on what we said earlier, that for us, that we add every night, one ner for everyone in the house. Everyone has to light in a specific place. Then two people should not light in one lamp, even the first night. You should be careful about this. It could be dafka ner that has two openings. Our menorahs that have 8 openings. Mutter lahadlik shnei b'nei adam. It's mutter for two people to light. Because we see shedliku shnayim, that two people lit. Otherwise, hayamadlik keseder echad. It's a chavera. They would light in one order near their fences. Again, this is the Mishna Berura is concluding dafka ner that has two piyos. Our menorahs that have 8 different piyos, two people could light, one on this end, one the other, because it's clear two people are lighting. Sif Daled, Mile Ka'ara Shemen. If you filled up a plate of oil, the Hikif Psilais, and you encircled it with wicks, Im Kaf Aleh Kli, if you cover it with a Kli, Kal Psila Oila B'Shvil Ner Echad. Each wick could be counted as one ner. If you don't cover it with the kli, afilu ner echad eno oila, it doesn't even count for one. Lefishu k'madur, it's like a bonfire. Hagav l'chein yeshizar l'hamen haniras b'shur b'shava. Therefore, you should be careful to put the candles on a row equally, v'loy be'igol, not in a circle, to have a k'madura. Umuter lahadlik b'ftamay shekaran lampa. It's mutter to light in the famoitos that are called a lamp. Me'achish kol ner muvdal harvei chaver. Each ner is separate a lot from its friend. You should be careful because When you make ner, afilu b'shava, even with wax, she'en ledavkan b'yachad, you should not cling them together with hadlikan. Dahavik Madura, that's like a bonfire. Afilu b'ner shoshaz yontiv yizar shlo yasakein. Even the neros of Shabbos, you should be careful not to do so. Says the Mishna Berura of Kanyad Gimel, Im Kafa Shal Yidei, by covering it in Mischabrim Kal Psilos Yachad, the Psilos don't gather together. V'davka Kisha Kafa v'Achar Kach like that. Dafka when you cover and then you light. Avlam Hidlik, if you lit v'Achar Kach Kafa and then you covered it, Tzarch Lechabos, you have to cover Ulechasos B'Kli v'Lachsor Lahadlik L'Fishu K'Medura Shemischabris Kol Halav Yachad. All of the wicks connect together, b'shura, b'shava, in a line equally. Hainu shalasos echad nichnas v'echad yotze gamken enu kedai. It's not kedai to make one in and one out. Shloyo v'lasos v'igol, so you don't come to do it in a circle. Meaning, technically, you could alternate, have one go a little bit out and one a little bit in, but so that you don't come to do it in a circle, you shouldn't do that. If there's a division between ner and ner, about the width of a finger in between mutter, it's permitted. Even if you don't cover it, that's the custom. Davka b'kar she'in sham hefsek, davka in a place where there's no interruption. Ner lener b'femaitoy shal nechoisha. So asuyin kanim that are made with branches yotzin svivois beigol sha'kanim chalulim. The reeds are hollow. Mechitzas kol kana mavsik beinoi levein chaveroi. Because in this case, each ner is divided from its friend. Miyachash kol ner muvdal harbe. Mashim lashon zed the tarti beiner. From this lashon smash you need two things. Dahanu shiur gamkin muvdal makon chaver. They have to be distant. Levad mashi yesh lechol kana mechitz v'fnei atza. Aside from the fact that each kana has a division by itself. Ayin be'el yarabah. Look in the El Yerabah Shekasav Dadai Baroich of Etzva. It's enough the width of a finger. Vuadin Kishamadabkin Nero Shava Bakasa. The same thing would be when you attach wax candles to a wall. Yirashia Meruvach Echa Bechavero. You should see that they're distant from one from the friend. Al Kapanim Kishir Etzba, at least an Etzba. Shein Ladavkan Biyachad Ulahadlikon. You should not cling them together and light them. Afil Lahadbik Shnayim Biyachad Asr. Even to cling two together as Asr V'choshkin Arba. Certainly 4 Oichamisha. Tevadei Nero Kivadur. It certainly looks like a torch, a bonfire. Afilu b'ner shoshaz yomtiv ayin be'er halacha. Okay, we'll hold it over here. But we'll pick it up next time in Sif Hey.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.